So I'm gonna tell you about the story about the time I got so fucking scared. Like I got caught off guard out of nowhere. So yeah, there was this one time I went to IHOP with my friend. It was around 12 o'clock at night because we were hungry with that whatnot, and there was nothing else to eat. So and we in college, so IHOP was the only place open. We drove there, whatnot, had a good time, talking, caught up, ate and whatnot, and then we left. So as we're leaving, there's this fucking hobo like in the corner of the damn exit, like of the doorway. So like the doorway has that little like that square part, I guess was what I'm trying like, and he was on this side. So as you're walking out, before you get outside the exit, you can't see him. But when you get out, you can just see him in the corner of your side eye. And this nigga was tall as shit. So he was at least 6'4", because I'm like 5'9", and like he had a tire shoulder. Like I was up to his shoulder at least. So and he was in a black trench coat, and it's fucking 1 o'clock at night. So anyways, I'm like, oh shit, there's a hobo. He gonna ask somebody for money, but he gonna ask me for money. As a matter of fact, and we're walking, so we try to walk fast, but he's like, excuse me. He's wobbling towards us, whatnot. But I realized by the time by the time I got to the door, he was already caught up with us, and like it'd been really awkward. So I was like, alright, stop. And I stopped and turned around. I was like, hello. Like, I spoke to him. And he's like, hey, I need some money, this, that, and the third, and I'm hungry, and yada, yada, yada. And the thing about hobos is that I don't really have remorse for them. Like, and it's not, well, I don't give a fuck. But yeah, it's just like, especially in Georgia, like when you give them something free, they be like, oh, you got some chips, you got some forks. Like they feel like you are obligated to give them some shit. So anyways, that's why I'm like, but this is just my experience, and I'm biased to hobos, and oh well. So yeah, so as he's speaking whatnot, he's telling me the story. Like I'm looking at him, and like he got his eyes wide. So you always check to make sure the hobo's not a crackhead. Well, at least I do, because, like, where I'm from. So, like, I was trying to assess if he was a crackhead or not. And I could look in his eyes. I'm like, this guy is crazy. So, yeah, he's talking to me and was like, oh, I want something to eat, this, that, and the third, and can I get some change and money? And before he finished the story, he took off his hat. He had a hat on before, but, like, so it was like, but then he took off his hat, and that's when the shit scared the fuck out of me, because it's 1 o'clock in the night, and I wasn't prepared for this. Like, he had a fucking dent in his head. Like, to put it in perspective, take a fucking football and just crunch it, and that little dent part that would happen with your handprint, that was in the side of his fucking head. Like, all this was a dent. And I ain't never seen that shit before, and it scared the fuck out of me 1 o'clock in the morning. So I jumped like this, but my eyes were wide, and I was like, oh shit. In my head, he sees that, like, I got scared. Alright, calm down, because if he gets fucking crazy because of, like, how he's being treated, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. So, yeah, so I lowered my eyes, and I slowly turned to my friend, and I just looked at her. I was like, I didn't say shit out loud, but I was like, don't you dare fucking scream, all in my eyes. Thankfully, she got it, because it was just so fucking, it was creepy as shit. So, I turned back to him slowly. I was like, I stiffened up. I tried not to say shit. Like, I didn't even try to be offensive. I was just like, I'm sorry, sir. Like, I have no money for you, and I'm sorry. And that was just simply it. Like, there was no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, I just, like, and he was like, okay, and he just, like, wobbled off. And then I was like, still, like, my heart was still racing and shit. I was like, oh shit, like, what the fuck did I really just see that? So I go in the car, and my friend starts my I was like, no, don't, not yet, because I don't know if you're going to be able to hear us outside this car. And I'm like, right now, I felt like I was in a horror movie. So I don't want no bullshit happening where my car window just gets smashed in, and this nigga's just, like, fucking spazzing out and shit because, he, like, how he look, and we ain't giving no money, because some crackheads get fucking mad. Well, not even crackheads, but hobos in general, they get mad when you don't give no money. So, I drive the fuck off, and then I saw fucking spaz. I'm like, oh shit, like, to this day, it's still fucking one of the most creepiest things that ever happened to me. Like, there ain't no way in hell that I could have been prepared for that. Like, especially not at night. Like, I could have been more prepared for someone to get shot right in front of me, and I'm like, oh shit, rather than the fact that, some crazy ass guy who has a dent in his head, I don't even know how the fuck he's still living. I mean, it's possible, like, but I seen that picture, but still, no, like, there was no way I could have been prepared for it, and I was speechless. And to this day, that's one of the most creepiest shits that ever happened to me. And it's just one of the random shit that always happens to me. But yeah, that's my story for the day. Oh yeah, so I almost forgot to say what song was the song for the day. So the song that I chose for this video is called Radioactive. I found it to be by Imagine Dragons. I found it to be really cool. So like and just subscribe to my YouTube account and like them as well, I guess, or check it out and see if you like it. Yeah, that's about it.